We're back. Can y'all hear me? What's going on, everybody? Hedgehog, Ultra, Stan, Cherise, Josh, Cherise, Stan. What's going on, everybody? How am I looking? I'm looking good. Let me flop these around so I can kind of see what I'm looking at here. Here we go. Boom. Boom. We're back. Okay. Couple builds today. Mostly just cleaning today. These are like the last SPs I got right now. Know if I'm sounding all right, everybody. Thanks. He's annoyed with me right now because he wants to go play, but he has a tough time when it starts getting hot out here, and it starts getting real hot, but he'll just keep playing and playing and playing and playing. We have to cut him off or he'll freaking pass out. Here, Nitty, I want to say hello to you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, he wants to lay down. He doesn't want to come here. It's okay. You lay down there, Nitty. All right, today we have quite a few SPs to do. And I'll probably build at least 2 on stream, maybe 3. I have to take all 6 of these apart first. But we're doing really good right now on keeping up with builds and everything. That's good. That's good. So let's start getting into these. These ones look pretty solid. They're dirty as heck, but let me fill up this whole thing right now. This old guy right here. Get to business. Wow, I didn't spill hardly any. All right, set that up. Boom. And we are off. What color SP are you doing first? So we got a Lucario one, we have a Mewtwo one, we have a Rayquaza one. Those are the 3 I'll probably do on stream. I also have a clear black. I can't do the pearl blue because that shell I had to order. And then I have another Rayquaza one. So for now, let's go ahead and get into these though. These should all work though. These all came from Bai. Bai usually has the good stuff. Oh, it looks pretty solid. Sometimes they're so nice. This one's not super nice, but it's nice enough where you almost don't want to take it apart, but I have to do it. All right, that one's good. Screwdriver. What's going on, Tix? Trader. My hair's looking crazy today. Should have brought a hat in here. Let me try to resituate this. That's a little bit better. Oh, I have it on tilt kind of mode. Here we go. Bam. Bam, that's pretty solid. Thank you. Yeah, for anyone that wants to listen to these playlists, I found this banger YouTube channel recently. And they only have like not even 4,000 subs. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Ooh, I shouldn't probably post it a bunch of times. Let's just post it once. Their YouTube channel is insanely good. All these different remake mixes. I actually bought all of them off of Bandcamp because they're just so good. I wanted to support the artists doing the remixes, and I actually have been using them in a bunch of my videos, like my shorts. So yeah, check them out. Really great stuff they're doing. No idea who it is, like personally. CGTIO. Sometimes you get those really good algorithm polls. I got a really good one. And they have so much music. It's crazy amount. We just rolled over 350,000 subs. Totally insane. Totally insane. Don't know how to explain it. Pretty crazy stuff. Thanks. Yeah, I've been trying to grow the mustache, dude. It actually finally, at my ripe age, is finally coming in. And It's a little on the Asian side, but I can rock with it, honestly. The beard doesn't come in. I actually need to shave this. This is like all that comes in. It's all right. I don't mind it, honestly. Not having to shave is fine with me. But the mustache I've been kind of into. The only thing that sucks about it is like I wear the mouth tape when I sleep because I snore like crazy. And whenever I take the mouth tape off in the morning, it feels like I'm gonna rip my freaking face off because of the freaking mustache. Do you have a glossy DSi on hand? I don't. I just sold my last DSi. I have a ton of 3DSs on the website though. If you're interested in the 3DS, I have a bunch. The price has kind of gone up on them a little. I haven't raised my price really. It's the same price I've been like selling them for, but they are starting to go up. So I might just like be buying them less because I don't want to raise my prices. I knew someone was gonna say it. Yeah, it's part of the morning routine. Did you guys see that video like Tony Hawk posted where he was he did a whole morning routine? I was gonna do one of those, but it's like by the time I had time to do it, it wasn't funny anymore, you know? Those things go so quick, but probably a good thing I would have done. I didn't do it. It probably would have been really cringe. But Tony Hawk did one and it was really funny because he like had grip tape and he ripped it off. It was good. Cheeky. All right, one down. Ooh, this one's so, yeah, the top's not that great. All right, I won't feel bad. I love the SPs too. I think it's my favorite Game Boy. Well, besides the Micro. I love the Micro. This one's solid. We have like a UK exclusive right here. Maybe it's a Japanese exclusive. This is like the Starlight Gold one. It's like barely gold at all. Okay, I gotta keep the speakers on. Turn this music down. Let me know if that music's too loud for you guys. My voice isn't coming through loud enough. Do you do custom game carts? I do not. I almost got into doing that once, but I just didn't. I have a red glossy DSi. The pink camera LED shines through the case in the dark. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not, don't know that much about the DSi shells because I've like never reshelled. I've reshelled one DS in my life and it was pretty terrible. It's kind of like a meme on the channel because like I dread doing those, so I've never done one on stream. What's the plan today? We're just cleaning some SPs. I'm gonna do like 3 SP builds if we can squeeze them. I'm trying to do a lot this week. I got some pretty heavy stuff going on, guys. You guys are gonna learn soon what I've been doing, and it's pretty big boy shit. That's all I gotta say. Don't mean to cuss, but it's pretty big boy stuff. And I can't share it with you guys yet, but it's pretty awesome. I'm excited to let everybody know. But be on the lookout for my new long form video. I'm going to edit that tomorrow. Maybe even tonight. We'll start editing it. The video's almost done. It's a real short video. Well, it's not that short. It'll be like 15 minutes long. But it's like a easy to edit video. Putting together. Pretty cool one. But yeah, been pretty busy lately, guys. But I have been keeping up with the builds. I've been doing good. On keeping up with all of the Game Boy builds lately. It's crazy because, like, you guys know everything going on in the world. So the parts, like, the price of parts is going up a little bit. And so I just bought a bunch of screens from the supplier, like the Funny Playing supplier. And they were a little bit more expensive. Nothing crazy. But they came so fast. Like, it was the kind of thing where I would pay the amount of money I spent extra on top of like the old price from a couple months ago. I would have spent that in the beginning if I would have known I could get the screens that fast. Like, the screens came in like 4 days, which is crazy. So crazy. Thank you, Gareth. Right neck. Appreciate the love. Should I get a PS Vita? PS Vitas are amazing. I love the PS Vita, but honestly, I'm a 3DS guy at heart. I can't deny it. PS Vitas are awesome, but personally, if I have to take one handheld, it's always the 3DS. I don't know what it is. I think there's something satisfying, and I'm always glazing the 3DS, bro. Like, I should just always name the streams like 3DS Glazer. There's something satisfying of like, oh, I'm playing a game. let me just close it and walk away, and it's in sleep mode, and I don't have to do it. Like, it was just like something so simple, like closing the console puts in sleep mode. You kidding me? I'm a sucker for that type of thing. How's my day going? Great, guy. I appreciate you asking. It's great. Had a great day. My beautiful wife. Did some running around. Got some lunch. Did some work. Now I'm in here hanging out with you guys. Doesn't get much better than this. I appreciate you asking. We're gonna do a members stream soon. Oh, so tomorrow, guys, I got the funniest custom shell made for the members. I'm gonna do the members only stream tomorrow, and it'll probably be like earlier than this one. And we're gonna build a Game Boy for the members. There's not a lot of members right now. You're gonna wanna see this one. That's gonna be a funny one. It's probably gonna be not a wide stream. It's probably good, or not a vertical stream. It's probably gonna be a wide stream. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. We're doing a really funny build, something you've never seen before. I have a Wii, a Switch, and a 3DS XL. Nice, good stuff. Do you use a 3D feature? Dude, I have been using it more actually. Like when I was a kid, it hurt my head. Like I couldn't use it because I would get a headache. It was so bad. But now, like I've matured, I guess. Maybe my eyeballs just don't work as well anymore. But I actually do appreciate the 3DS feature a little bit more now, and it doesn't give me a headache anymore. It's just kind of annoying because like if you use it, you have to hold the 3DS completely still. Like if you move at all, that's what gives you the headache. It's like a motion sickness. But yeah, 3DS, man, ride or die. I'm going on a lot of trips soon. You know that thing's coming with me. You know what's not coming with me is the Switch. It's just too damn big. Too damn big for a portable console. 3DS is totally goated. When I use the 3D mode, it hurts my eyes. I think it might be also because I have glasses. Yeah, probably, because there's probably glare, and I could totally understand that. I have a 2DS, and sleep mode sucks. What are you talking about, dude? You're crazy. You know what you're talking about. Bro, dude, the 3DS will run for days in sleep mode. It's crazy. Like, I'll close it, and I'll go, and I'll forget about it, and I'll be like, oh, I should probably make sure that didn't die. And I'll go back, and it's on red, and it's been like 3 days. It's kind of wild, honestly. The 3DS is... Oh, yeah, I had to test this one. The 3DS is an excellent emulator. It has an abundance of native games. Dude, it has an insane amount of games. So true. I have a question about Homebrew. What can it do with Pokemon games? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't understand your question. So, hi. I've been replaying Persona. I need to play the Persona games. I have. You know, I bought one recently because... Yeah, I don't know if you guys know about this, but sometimes you can go to Walmart and they'll have crazy games on clearance. So I got this for like 10 bucks. I don't know what the best Persona is. I heard it's golden, but I was going to play this one because I got it for so cheap. You know, of course it's sitting on my desk and I haven't played it, but it's pretty cool though because I have this TV hooked up to my PS5 now. Like I got it hooked up so I can play games on that, which is fun for me because I'm nerdy. Yeah, you remember DS Lite would sleep for days too. It's my birthday on the 29th, and I have a lot of Game Boy games, but my Game Boy is broken because my cousin dropped it. Can I get... Yeah, if it's broke... Well, what kind of Game Boy is it, first of all? Chris Torres, you might just need to clean the cartridge, but if the game plays, it just... glitches out when you bump it. It probably just needs to be cleaned. If it was a problem with the RAM or anything or the chips, it probably wouldn't play at all. So all the numbered games have different characters and story like Final Fantasy. Very cool. Yeah, man, I've been hearing about them for so long, but you know how that goes. The PS Vita is just as good as the 3DS, but the amount of native games is worth playing is a lot lower. I 100% agree with that. Yeah, the Vita has some banger sleeper games, but yeah, it doesn't have as many of them, but it has some ones that are definitely worth playing for sure. Good ones. I kind of want to collect Vita because I like the way that the games look. and I like how small the cases are. But, you know, I kind of want to collect a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Mustache needs wax. Yeah, thanks, bud. It probably does, dude. I need to trim it, man. I trimmed it a little bit this morning, but it's kind of like at its point. Like, this is all. This is it. Like, this is as much as it grows. Right here, and that's not anymore. I'll get like random strands that will shoot out like an inch. That's about it. I should try to put some wax in it. I feel like that would annoy me though. I tried cleaning it with alcohol and did the insert and reinsert, still having issues. You know, the only thing I can think to do is to check the continuity with the pins and stuff, and it starts getting kind of complicated when you pop the cartridge open and you're trying to look for that kind of thing. But I would probably try to open the cartridge and just take a look at it. It might need a really good scrub. It might need you might need to actually use something abrasive. I know people will use like a fiberglass pen. So it's just like, it's like a pen, but it has like a little bit of fiberglass on the end of it, and you can scrape the pins, and that's usually the safest way to really deep clean the pins, because you don't want to go crazy on them, and try that. But if it's a continuity thing, you might have a trace that's weak or something like that, and trace repairs are pretty hard to do. I know a dude that is pro at them. I don't know if he does it anymore, but I'm sure he does. His name is Solder King, so Solder King on Instagram. I know he used to do the trace repairs. He could definitely fix it. I don't know if he's still doing it though, like as a service. So you have to look into that. Let it grow and find out. Yeah. Good idea. Let me grow it out. Let me grow it. I should grow it super Asian, like down like that. Yeah, right. I hope Swim this way plays. That's funny. Where do you buy your Game Boys in your store from? Mostly from eBay or Bai. Bai.jp is like the Japanese auction website that I buy most of everything off of. Very addictive site. Where can I get the fiberglass pen? You could probably get them. I don't even own one, honestly. I need to buy one myself. But I always forget to buy one because I have other tools I use. But they probably got them on Amazon. That's a charger. What is the best backlight GBA screen upgrade? So it's these ones right here. These are my favorite ones, most consistently good. And it is just the funny playing laminated IPS screens. These ones are for the SPs, but they make them for regular GBAs as well. Yeah, I'll show you the trick to getting them out. If you're talking about the hinges, they're hard to get out without damaging the shell. But if it's fine to damage the shell because you're reshelling it, then they're actually pretty easy to get out. I'll show you the trick right here. I don't have an Evangelion themed SP, but I do have an Evangelion themed GBA. It's up on the website. Got my GBA game screen today. Nice. Hope they work. I've been having some people messaging me telling me they've been having issues. But I think a lot of times, like they'll be using the games and like for some reason the reproduction games don't work in the analog pocket and like the reproduction consoles. It's kind of funny because they're like reproduction games, but they don't work in the fake consoles. All right, we got 5 now. This is 5. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do the pins. Jay, I had a GBA SP 101. Nice. The 101s are great. I have a ton of 101 screens that I need to do something with. They're actually worth like probably like 50 bucks each. I probably have like 10 of them. I need to do something with it. All right, this is how you get rid of the hinges. You're trying to get the hinges out of there. Show you how to do it. You start with this one right here. You just got to get something like this, and you kind of pinch it at an angle, kind of up from the bottom right there, and just pinch it, and it'll pop right out. And kind of work at it. There, and then you take a screwdriver and poke it out. Pops right out. And then we're gonna take this and we're gonna crack it kind of like a crab leg, and it kind of pops right off like that. I'm loving this new camera setup, man. Oh man, I was struggling with the cameras for so long, dude. But I finally figured it out. Oh, this is pretty good condition one. I'm glad that all these batteries work. Usually, every time I get a lot in, all the batteries are bloated and worthless, but all these batteries are still good. Cool. Works for me. Yeah, and anybody who's ordered a funny or a Boxy Pixel unhinged build lately, I'm having trouble. Like, this is a freaking third-party battery. Toss that in the trash. I'm having trouble getting them to restock the unhinged shells. So just know that if you're ordering an unhinged GBA SP, the wait time is kind of long because they like aren't restocking them. I emailed them and they said they should have a full restock in the next like couple weeks, which sucks because I have orders for unhinged builds from like a month ago. So, but I think people understand. They know that I have to buy them per order. So I'm getting a 3D printer tomorrow. I'm going to print some stands. Nice, dude. I've been really wanting to get a 3D printer. I just don't have any room to put it right now. And it's like, do I really need to spend $1,500 on this thing? Am I really going to use it that much? So I want the Bamboo Labs, the XC1 or something. That one looks really sick with the multiple color filaments. That's the one I want, but kind of want to buy it brand new because I feel like buying them used is kind of like, I don't know. You don't know how well somebody took care of it. Thank you, Haitian Reg. I have an old 3DS, but it's still in the setting of the previous soda, and I could change them. Do you have any suggestions? I would factory reset it if you could. I actually made a video. If it has the parental lock on it, so you can't restart it, you can actually bypass that. I have a video I made on how to bypass that, so you can factory reset it if you want, and then you should be good. Yeah, it made it look kind of easy. I've done literally thousands, so pretty much do it with my eyes closed at this point. I had the GBA SP 101 and then it broke. You could definitely fix it. I would just reshell it. How long is the wait time for the one that is the sale SP? So right now, all builds right now, I'm trying to get out within like 1 to 2 weeks, which is not normal. Like, I'm trying to stay super up to date on everything because it like really stresses me out when I have like 40 builds that I need to do. So I'm trying to stay on top of everything. So right now I would say that the build time is like between 1 and 2 weeks. Like, all the builds I'm doing right now are from like within the last 7 days. So yeah. What would you 3D print when you get one? You know, I was thinking about buying printing like the Gameboy stands, like with my logo on it. Like, there's so much stuff that I could print and sell on my website and also use to display my stuff. And there's a lot of things that I want to do. Like, there's a lot of times that there's projects I want to do, but then like I would need to custom print some sort of housing or some sort of part to make it work. And like, I don't know how to do that. So I need to take like a CAD course or something. So yeah, I'm thinking about like diving really deep into the 3D printing, but I know that it kind of is a lot of time to learn how to do all the 3D rendering and everything to make the parts work. I'm kind of nerdy, but that stuff gets pretty nerdy and looks pretty hard to do. So we'll see though. All right, and I do keep all those parts. Anybody think I'm throwing them away? I ain't. Jay, do you have a source you would recommend to replace batteries for a DS? So what DS is it? I think they make some pretty decent ones on. I think Handheld Legends sells some decent ones. Kingdom Hearts music, yes. Yes, the unhinged SPs aren't restocking yet because of experimenting with new custom colors. That I got that confirmed by Boxy Pixel after asking if they still made the dark green one. Okay. That's kind of weird though. I mean, like, you can experiment, but like, keep putting out the ones you still have because people want them. Like, that's strange. They're missing sales. Jordan Harrell, yo man, Nintendo Jordy here. Oh, what's going on, brother? Awesome to see the community built here. Super pumped for you to shout out to the old Instagram days. Heck yeah, dude. I remember you've been around for a long time. Thank you, man. I appreciate you stopping in. All right, I'm gonna read through this chat really quick so that I can start doing these builds. Should I get a Game Boy Color or Pocket Color? I looked on the website and they're still expensive. Yes. Your video on changing the Japanese 3DS to English was good. Thank you. I need to make a new 3DS like updated version because you know I don't really keep up the 3DS scene that much because not that much changes. So I think some stuff has changed. I need to make that's one of my highest viewed long form videos. So I definitely need to make a new 3DS mod video. That's in my brain up here on the list of things to do. My art school had 3D printers. Yeah, it does. Good to know. I have not used Handheld Legend. Yeah, if Handheld Legend has them, they're pretty reliable. And then the other place, I'm not sure if Retro Game Repair Shop has them, but that would be my other place. Those are the only two places in the US that I order from. And I order from them like every week. I just ordered a bunch of shells from Handheld Legend. Prices are really good for both of those places. And I have a discount code for both of them as well. So yeah, there's that. I just found my old SP, but the backlight doesn't work. Could it be the button? Which SP is it? Is it the 101 or the 001? Any tips for homebrewing a 3DS XL? Just look at usually if I need to mod something, just go on YouTube, type in homebrew 3DS XL video, watch one of the newest ones that have been put out because they stay pretty. Like you can go on the website and read it, but honestly, I'm a visual learner. It's hard to read something and like follow it. So I would use both if you could. 3dshacks.guide. Yeah, follow a tutorial, but while you're following the tutorial, make sure the tutorial isn't more than like 3 or 4 months old. And then follow the 3dshacks.guide website while you use the video. You'll be good to go. Boom, we ran through them. All right, I'm gonna start building some stuff. Let's do it. I gotta drink some of this stuff. Wow, we got good viewers today. 200 viewers, let's go. That's really good. Guys, remember, oh, we got a couple new members. Thank you. I see that we got 23 members now. We're doing a crazy, funny, members-only build tomorrow. And I'm not going to give any hints of what it is, but you guys aren't going to want to miss it. I'm not going to give any hints of what it might be, but I don't think you guys are going to want to miss what it could be. Oh, sorry. My camera got a little bit twisted there. I'm not sure what happened. Yes. I remember when you remember too. That's funny. All right, first build, Lucario, easy. Easy ones first, always easy ones first. I didn't say anything. No promises on anything. But you probably won't want to miss it. Alright. Oh, there we go. That boy's out. Dude, you want to lay on your thing? Okay. Hold on. Noodle wants to lay on his moon pod. All right, let's see if we can get 3 built on this live stream. Whew, that's gonna tire me out a lot, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna get it done. Okay, let's use this pad over here. I usually use my notepad, but today will be fancy. We use this iFixit pad that's quite reflective, but shouldn't scratch because it's shiny. Yeah, he definitely took. Yeah. That guy used to come in and gift memberships. It was pretty awesome. But he was never a member himself. He would only gift them. It was pretty freaking awesome. All right, let's clean this thing up a little bit before. It's not that dirty, so it's not that bad. Retro C-Mod, what's the console you hate to work on the most? You know, it's probably the DS systems. Like, I just made that video fixing that DSi for that person, that girl. But I wouldn't normally do that. Like, I literally just did that for her because I wanted to make a video. But like, I don't do that. Like, if somebody comes to me and asks me to repair their DSi or their DS or their 3DS, I usually won't do it because it's such a pain. I feel bad. Like, people message me all the time and they're like, hey, my 3DS, the screen's cracked. Can you fix it? And I just tell them no. Yeah, I just won't do it because it's just so annoying. It's so annoying. And I've done a few, so I know how bad it can be. So I'm like, you know what? I've done enough of these to know I don't want to do them. The best GBA to mod, yeah, I think it's the original GBA is the best one to mod. Trash can. Got my trash can over here. All right, screen's in. Let's get a little tighter on it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Okay, I got final. Oh, you got your Final Fantasy Tactics GBA. Awesome. Glad it made it to you. I used to change the shells on the Vitas, but I don't really do it anymore. The third-party shells kind of got bad. Like, they're not that great. Like, they're all right, but I don't know. I have a hard time finding these custom shells. Where do you get them from? I just work with a supplier that helps me get them made, like custom ones and everything like that. So, what's the playlist called? Okay, I posted in the chat earlier. This is the channel. I'm putting you guys on because this channel is amazing. They have so much stuff. They're the kind of channel where it's like, dude, you make so much stuff, I'm actually going to give you money. Like, I don't usually do that, but like, I went on their Bandcamp and bought the discography. It was like $30. It was like freaking like 30 albums of remixes. It was pretty awesome. But I think they're based out of Japan too, because I had to pay in yen. So that made it even more authentic feeling. Let's drop in that new IPS screen. As said in all videos. That's funny. That's funny. Did you just roast me? Thank you, JR. The cheapest Game Boy model you can buy is probably the Pocket. Nobody really wants those. Unless they're CIB. How difficult is modding an OG GB? So like the DMG is very easy to mod. Very easy to mod. Used to be pretty tough back in the day. Chris Torres, shoutouts, brother. Reason for twirling the ribbon cable like that? Oh, you have to twirl it to get it to go into the shell correctly. You have to set it in like that. I'll show you why. Because we're at that point. So it twirls like that so it's facing the correct orientation. We're sliding it up through this crack thingy here. All right. Now it's orientated correctly. Now we gotta pop this thing in right here. In, and there's a specific screw we need to use for this one. It's the longer Phillips screw. Good boy, Needy. He's finally relaxing. What's the easiest Game Boy to mod? Probably the color. Okay, Reality Ghost. I remember last time your stream kept crashing. Did you fix the issue? Yes, I did. I believe it was either the camera I was using or it was the capture card, but I ended up upgrading both. I got another Elgato HD 60X. Dude, it's so funny because like when you start making content all the time, it's like you just realize you have to buy all the good stuff. You can't cut any corners because that's what happens. So I bought the good. Now I have two HD 60X capture cards, and now I'm using both the same camera. So I was using a Sony a6700 as my face cam, and then the top cam was a FX30. Something was making it glitch out. It hasn't happened since, knock on wood. We've been up for 37 minutes, so now that I've been using the good capture card and this camera, everything's been fine. So yeah, very strange, very, very aggravating, but thought it was my computer. I don't think it is. If this stream crashes now, I'll be, you know, probably just call it quits, delete my whole channel. All right, back to it. I'm gonna read some. Sup, bro? Great to see you back making vids. Thank you, Motia X. Dev, do you work with custom factory that creates the cases for you specially, or can anyone contact this factory in order to? Yeah, I work with a dude that like knows funny, like he tells me he knows the funny playing company like personally, basically. So he works with them directly, and I met him along the way doing the modding stuff, and that's how I get like the custom stuff made, basically. Kind of how it goes. When you start like buying a lot of stuff from people, they kind of reach out to you and start asking you if you want certain things, and then I was like, yeah. So that's kind of what happened. But it was like from what he told me, I don't know that much about him, but from what he told me, he knows the funny playing owner personally. So that's kind of how I worked that out. Codex. Yo, I've been wanting to buy a GBA SP for a long time, or something that can play GBA games with the same form factor as the SP, but I don't know what to buy. I mean, SP plays SP games. You could always just buy an SP. You should do SP. I should, actually. I thought about doing that, but it's funny. Do you have any recommendation on where to buy non-transparent GBA shell replacements that look OEM? Yeah, I would stick with the funny playing stuff. I sound sponsored by them, but I'm not. I just think that their stuff is the best from what I've seen. They got good transparent shells. They're well built. They should sponsor me though, but then all my things I say about them wouldn't sound genuine. Ooh, it's getting dark out, dude. What time is it? Guess it's 6:20 already. I better hurry up. I've barely gotten anything done. I do have a Gengar shell. Yeah, check my websites, jboymods.com. My top 3 GBA games is probably Minish Cap, Yu Yu Hakusho Tournament Tactics, and Pokemon Emerald. I love that Yu Yu Hakusho Tournament Tactics game. That was like my favorite anime ever, especially when I was a teenager. And when I found that game, it was so like organic. You know what I mean? Because like back then it wasn't like, I don't know, you just didn't really like go on the internet and like look for stuff. It was just you go to the game store and you look for stuff, you know what I mean? So I was at a game store, like my local one, and I saw the game. It was like, oh, Yu Yu Hakusho, I freaking love that show, dude. Let's grab that game. Grab the game. My first time ever playing like a tactics like game. So like I thought like that was the only tactics game. Like I didn't know about Final Fantasy Tactics. I didn't know about Fire Emblem. Like I didn't even know about those games. So I was like, dude, this is sick. They should make more games like this. That was my first like tactics experience. Was playing Yu Yu Hakusho Tournament Tactics, and now I love Fire Emblem. Even though I haven't played that many of the games, but I've played like Awakening. I've been playing Awakening. I played the GBA ones, but I'm still playing Awakening right now. Freaking love that game. So that's it, bruh. Kind of like how it went. Seaweed, hey man, thanks for thanks for your mod shorts you made. I haven't mod a GBA SP for 3-4 years now. I plan to. I missed it. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying the vids, man. I appreciate it. Oop, can't forget this. All right, I'm about to change the music. I know this is about to end. Let's pick a different one. All right, let's see. Let's do. Let's do Persona 3. We were just talking about that. Okay, let me read a couple. Retro C Mod, South Florida. Let's go. Okay, a friend of mine and I are also working on swapping the card slot to a link port from the SP. Places 3D printed self-designing. Nice. Going on absolutely pro. My trigger is going out on the Game Boy Advance I got from you. Yep, if you bought it from me, just send me an email. We can take a look at it. With how good you are at modding and soldering. Dude, I almost got into FPV drones, honestly, because like people don't know this about me, but I used to be like a drone pilot, like for my videography company, and I actually had the license. Like I took the test, I freaking passed it. It was a pain in the ass. Man, I have like my drone license though. So yeah, I actually wanted to get into the FPV stuff really bad, but I didn't know where to start, you know, and I was like, damn. I don't know, this is kind of like overwhelming, so I never got into it, but I really wanted to, but I was really busy at the time. This was before all the Game Boy stuff. Yeah, I love the turn-based, like, tactics games, man. I don't know, I really like that style of games, because, like, everything feels so intentional, like, everything counts, you know what I mean? And if a character dies, it's gone out of the game. I love that mechanic because it drives me crazy, because I'll be like I'll play 30 minutes one level, and then one of my favorite characters dies, and I'm like, do I want to start the level over? Do I really want to start the level over, or should I just let him die? And most of the time I start it over because, you know. Part 107, yeah, you got it. Bro, I studied like crazy for that thing. I studied like crazy. I think I actually got like an 88 on the test, man. Take it easy, Giovanni. Appreciate you stopping in. I appreciate all you guys stopping in. Thank you guys so much. Photo business is good, man. We're actually slowing down, like doing a little bit less of the photo video stuff and focusing more on like the gaming stuff, because I just like that more. So it's going great. It's going really good, but thank you for asking. What was my inspiration to start modding? Honestly, I was just like me. I didn't even know. It wasn't even really a thing when I started doing it. I've told this story many a time, but I'll tell the short version really quick, because people do ask. Basically, I went to my local game store, and I was looking around, and I saw this Pokemon Center edition, Pokemon Center New York edition Game Boy Advance, and it was so beat up. But they were still asking like $100 for it. I was like, geez, dude, Game Boy's worth that much still? Like I was out of gaming at that point. I wasn't really gaming that much. And I just had this weird thought, like, whoa, I was like, what if you could put the AGS like 101 screen into the Game Boy Advance? Like, it was such a weird random thought I had. So then I went home that day and I started looking it up, and I had found out that they had just recently come out with the ribbon cable. It was this Australian dude. Freaking, I'm forgetting his name now. It was like Joey something. I couldn't remember, but anyways, it was like this Australian design where you could use the there was a ribbon cable that let you use the AGS 101 screen in the Game Boy Advance, and it was like kind of all over after that. I ordered all the parts. I got really into it. I built one. I was like, dude, this is kind of sick. Like, I kind of want to build another one of these. So I just randomly made an Etsy account because I found out what Etsy was. And I put it on Etsy and it sold in like 2 days. And I was like, oh crap, well this is awesome. Like I can build more. Because it wasn't really like I didn't really care about making money that much. Like it would be cool to make money doing it. But I was like, I just want to build like more of them because it's kind of fun to do. And I want to like experiment. But I didn't have like any money at that time really. So I had to fund the hobby somehow. That's why I really started selling the Game Boys. Because like I wanted to fund the hobby of building the Game Boys. Because that was always more fun. And yeah, why is the music not playing? Is the music not playing? Am I crazy? Oh, that was only a one song, huh? Okay, let me find a playlist here. So anyways, that's kind of like my... It always turns into a long-winded, dude. I'm a long-winded kind of guy. Okay, here's a good playlist. Do I play any of the new... Yeah, I have like every system, bro. You know, what I've been playing lately probably won't impress you guys. I've just been kind of playing Call of Duty a lot. Because it's so mindless and like I can play it with my friends, like my one homie. So I just kind of hop on at night and I'll play for like half an hour. But then I have been, like I said, I've been playing Fire Emblem Awakening as well on the 3DS. So that's kind of like what I've been playing lately. I have like a bunch of Switch games that are on my backlog that I just never play. Oh my gosh, this thing's messed up. I gotta focus really quick. Got it. That's a solid click. It's funny because I built one of these in a video once, and then I got a bunch of comments saying that like, oh, the shell doesn't click closed. It's like so bad. Like there's no click. I was like, dude, there just was no audio. Like I just had the audio turned down on the clip because there was a song playing, and you couldn't hear the click in the video. It's funny how like no matter what you do when you make a video, people will find something, a way to comment on it. It's pretty interesting, but you can use it to your advantage. All right, no, I'm missing the piece. Oh crap. I'm missing the little... Oh, this one doesn't have it anymore. Okay, I guess they took the little Nintendo part off. Fine with me. All right, we need a battery. Okay, it's not bulging. It's not bulging, that's good. Having a hobby being your job is awesome, though. I agree, and I see a lot of stuff online where people say that that's bad. I think it's the best thing in the world to be able to make money doing something you enjoy doing. I see a lot of weird Reddit type stuff, and it's like, don't make your hobby your job. You need to enjoy things. It's like, that's a weird way to look at things. It's a really weird outlook to have. Okay, that's charging up. Okay, I can cross one off my list. Okay, let's move on. This next one is the Mewtwo build. And this one's getting tactile triggers, which I have right... Nope, that's not them. There they are. I have right here. All right. Clean this baby up a little bit. Okay. My Game Boy Advance SP. Keep turning off and rebooting. It's probably just the battery, honestly. Yeah, that's right. Hey, J-Boy, you're having a wonderful stream and an amazing day. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate the love today, guys. I talk while modding, so I'm forced to turn off the modding because I talk too much crap while I work. Yeah, man. It's a fun thing to do, man. I'm just glad it got as popular as it did because it's just, like, great having all the resources and just, like, I don't know. Everybody always making new stuff. It's cool to see. It's kind of overwhelming, honestly. I agree, Ghost. I think some people, like, don't handle stress that well, which is fine. Like, everybody's different. And I think like what people are talking about is like you should have an outlet to just enjoy things and not have to be stressed about them, which I can understand that point, but I also think that that's kind of stupid. Like, things are stressful. Stuff's always stressful. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean you shouldn't make like things that you enjoy doing something profitable for you. But I guess everybody's different. All right, cut these triggers off, guys. Don't judge me. This is how I do it. Why desolder them? Why desolder them? They come off so clean. They come off so clean. I'm gonna try to get a close one, guys. Don't make fun of my hands shaking, dude. They just shake, bro. They just shake. I don't know why. Part of me wants to like quit caffeine so that I can see if the shaking stops, but then as soon as I have that thought, I immediately want coffee. And it's like pretty bad. Could be worse though, right? All right, we're ready to go. Get these triggers in here. Going on, Medoka. Hello, I love your videos, and I'm normally a very silent viewer, but I just want to say I really love your modding videos, and it's really cool to see you working on event consoles. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for stopping in. Really, truly. Slap. Having a hobby as a job is great. When people expect to get a job that they enjoy and pays enough for the effort is the problem. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. It's like people want, I don't know. I won't get into it. It'll get too political, too fast, but I agree with you. We got the same screwdrivers. Yeah, it's the best. iFixit makes the best stuff, man. They got good stuff. Thank you, Silver. Kind of want to start modding, but being 14-year-old, no money or job. Yeah, I hear that. You know, it's funny because like I started repairing electronics and stuff with my dad when I was like 15 or 16. And that's a story I should tell sometime. I'll tell a short version of it. Short version, I keep saying that, but I mean, like, I should make a long form video about this. How I got into doing electronics and stuff is like, so when my dad was my age, which is 30s, early 30s, he would repair like VCRs. Like he like basically did that as a job. He would repair CRT TVs and VCRs, which is so funny. And then when I was like 16, I was really into filming skateboarding. So I wanted to get like the mini DV cameras. The best camera you could get was the VX1000. In my opinion, still the best camera you can get for filming skating. But it was like the VX1000 and the VX2000. And I would find them all the time with like issues. Like they would have like the mic would be bad or like the tape deck would be bad. And a mini DV tape deck is very similar to like a VCR tape deck. So I would buy the cameras for really cheap and I'd be like, Dad, can we fix this? And he's like, yeah, probably. But, you know, so he's spending his whole weekend tearing down this, you know, camera from 1996 and figuring out what's wrong with it. But dude, he was a wizard, bro. I swear. Like I would have a VX. I don't have a VX in here right now, but I'm about to go get my VXs. We're in the process of moving warehouse or moving, what's it called? Storage right now. And, I would have a VX and I'd be like, Dad, can we fix this? Like the tape deck won't open. He'd be like, I guess. So he'd tear the whole thing down and I'd watch him do it. And then he would like bend the tape deck back so it would stop being jammed and then it would start working again. And then I would sell it and I would just do that. And he would help me fix the stuff and then I would start doing it. So that's a fun kind of like lore story. Why do you do this? I pain to watch a trigger removal. Dude, I'm built for speed. I don't reuse the triggers, you know? And a lot of times the triggers are bad. So it's like, what the hell? I'll just cut them off. It doesn't matter. Thank you, Monkey Man. I appreciate you. We definitely have a good community. Have you played Hypercharge Unboxed? No, I have not. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. I've never repaired a PS4. I kind of always have wanted to do an HDMI repair. My head in the shot? Tell me my head's in the shot. Alright, we're good there. Streaming's kind of hard because like I gotta not be in my exact spot I usually am when I do this kind of stuff. This pad is like super slippery. We just need a little bit on those and we're good. All right. All right, we're gonna try to get, what is it, 6:36. We've been up for an hour. I'm gonna try to get, we are gonna get this Mewtwo one done. And then I'm probably gonna call it quits because I'm hungry. But let me make sure that I'm using the right color buttons on this thing. Here we go, it's white buttons. Okay, white buttons. Looking good, guys. Guys, don't forget to like the stream. Appreciate you guys. Let me read some of the chat real quick. We'll get started on this. What classes did I take? I took none. I took no classes. Maybe I should sell a course on how to mod. No, I'm just kidding. That's what the YouTube videos are for. Oh man. I think the batteries for the PSPs are specific. Thank you for the sub. Are specific to whichever model it is. I only upgrade the triggers if the person wants tactile triggers. These ones click. So they're a little bit more fun to press the buttons. Okay, let me grab some white buttons. My friend's sending me countless reels. Okay, let's do it. All right. Here's the Mewtwo. Oops. The Mew and the Mewtwo. It's a fun one. Here's the box. This one calls for a larger battery, but no USB-C. Thankfully. These are all printed on the Funny Playing shells, for anyone wondering what color this is. Wear it. Next time you take it, you guys are funny, man. It's funny, like, the difference in, like, methods of doing things for people that, like, don't do it all the time, and then people that do. Because, like, when I first started, I definitely wouldn't have done it that way. Like, just lopping them off like that. But then one day I was like, dude, I bet you I could just cut these off. And it freaking saved me, like, 5 minutes. And if I'm doing 10, think about it. If it takes me 5 minutes to desolder and take the things off of each one, and I do 10 of those in a day, that's almost 50 minutes. You know what I mean? Even if it only took me 3 minutes, it's 30 minutes of work. Think about it. It adds up. If I'm doing 10 Game Boys and I'm going to take, and it makes no difference either way. If I cut them off, they're going in the trash either way. That kind of stuff you got to think about because it does add up. All right. I'm going to show you the technique on how we get this in place, because a lot of times they don't send me the bracket that holds the screen in place. They don't send me the bracket. I don't know why. I need my tape. Where's my tape? Here it is. We're running low. We're running low. This is the miracle stuff right here. The foam tape. What's the longest you've ever taken on a mod? It wants me to... Dude, I've worked for days on mods before. Like 6-7 hours on one thing. Mostly controllers, dude, because like I used to do custom GameCube controllers, and oh my gosh, bro, I used to spend... I thought I was losing my mind. Like, it was crazy how long I would... It's like custom painted controllers, dude. I was pretty good at it, but oh my... Dude, they just take so much work. I built this one controller for this guy one time, and I swear I wanted to just quit after, because it was just, it was way too hard. And I actually filmed this whole process of me making this controller. It was really sick, but I was so over the project that I never made the video because I didn't want to ever look at it again. And that's so dramatic. That's not really like me. Like, I'm not usually like that, but with this, I was just like so over it. It was a sick controller though. I got photos of it somewhere. I've shown it on stream before. I mean, we have so many new viewers that there's people that haven't seen it. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. Let me see if I can pull it up, because it was an actually really sick controller, but it was the most insane build. No, I can't find it. Here's a Metroid. Here's a cool Metroid Game Boy Advance I made. It was a Metroid themed controller. It was a Metroid themed GameCube controller. And basically I had to custom paint it. And painting is a lot of work. And then I cut out the shape of Samus's helmet on the front of the controller. And then I filled it with like clear green like resin, so that the like LEDs that I installed would light through the controller to look like the helmet. It was so sick, but it was so hard to make. It was so insanely hard to make. I had to buy all this stuff. I really wanted to do it. Like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Like, it'll be sick. And I was like, oh my gosh, bro, this is so hard to make, like, look good and look right. It was crazy. It turned out good, but it was not worth the time I put into it. All right, we gotta put like this right here. Cut another little piece. I don't do it like this on clear shells, obviously. When it's in the clear shell, I hide it, but since it's not a clear shell, it doesn't matter. Like in a clear shell, I would like hide them behind the legs and the Pokemon so you don't see the tape, obviously. You don't want to see it. Since it's not clear, it makes my life a little easier. Yeah, controllers are tough because especially, and the hard thing about GameCube controllers is like the people that are buying them are Smash Bros players, and they beat the hell out of a controller. Like, real talk, they beat the hell out of it, so it has to be really well made or it's just gonna fall completely apart. So yeah, but I built a lot of custom controllers, man. I had a lot of fun. I got really creative with custom controllers back in the day. Actually, there were a couple years where it was like most of my business was custom GameCube controllers. But then 2020 came around, and I just was not interested in Smash anymore. Like from a competitive standpoint, I just was not into it. I just didn't care at all about the scene, so I just stopped doing them. I actually do have one controller order right now because I still have my custom controller listing up on Etsy, and sometimes it'll get a sale, and I'm like, okay, I guess I have to build a custom controller. So maybe we'll do that one live on stream. I'll show you guys how I do the LEDs. It's pretty easy. I made a video on it a while ago, but it's a pretty fun build. So I actually need to do that soon because that was a couple of weeks ago I got that order. I used to put ads up on Craigslist and Marketplace asking to buy broken consoles. If you do stuff locally, you'll have less competition. Yeah, I always cut off the touch sensors because what happens is you don't need them. I'm gonna solder the wire in, and what happens is sometimes they'll go on the fritz, and I would get people that would message me. They'd be like, "Hey, it won't stop changing. It won't stop changing brightness." And I'm like, "Okay. Well, I know why it's doing that because it's just like touching something it's not supposed to be." So I just lob them off. You see this? My dog is crying. I think he's very hungry. So we need to go feed him. After this build, he must eat. Nudie, can you hang on like 15 minutes? 15 minutes to him is like 10 days, so he probably isn't too happy to hear that. Okay, here we do. Okay, make sure. Tactiles. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna start doing some custom iPods soon too, guys. So those will be fun on stream. Love me an iPod. All right. Home stretch, home stretch, home stretch. Let me read some chat. I like them. I think they are near. Yeah, they're great on the GB. The GBCs are fine. I leave them on there. Have you built the macro mod? I have. I built a couple of those. I actually have some shells sitting around here somewhere for the Boxy Pixel ones. Thank you, Talikamis. I tried. Have you shell swapped a Switch Lite? No, I haven't. Are you going to getting a Switch 2? I did get a Switch 2. Yep. Yep. What's the temperature used to soldering? I use 835 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. Yeah, you know, shell swapping a Switch doesn't sound attractive to me. Doesn't sound attractive. Yes, I did get a Switch 2. I did get an extra one as well. That is going to be like up for trades. So I'm not selling it, but it will be available. I'm trying to get people, like I want someone to trade me like game collections for it, basically. But I'll make a video about that when the time comes. All right, here we go. Probably gonna build a couple more later tonight, but they won't be on stream. Clicky and good feeling. Some people don't like the clicky triggers, and I love them, honestly. I like the way they feel. Yeah, around 8, you know, anywhere between 700, 800. Mine's probably set a little high. because my tip is old, so I feel like I have to have it a little hotter because I haven't replaced my tip in a while. I'm kind of raggedy, bro. Like, a lot of people, like, they use really nice stuff. They make sure their tips are really nice and, like, they're always using, like, the right setting and everything, bro. I kind of just like vibe it out. I'm like, you know, 800 seems pretty good. It's melting pretty solid. Like, I'm not burning anything. And my tip is jagged as hell. I should probably replace it, but like I said, vibing it out. Yeah, around 800 is what I use. I don't know what that is Celsius. I can look it up if you want me to. Most people use Celsius. I don't, because I'm an American. So I don't. I use Fahrenheit just to be different. Retro C mods, the Switch shell swap took me 9 hours of work, and the worst part of it is that I did it at a loss since I was supposed to be a quick present for a friend. I went not knowing what I was doing. You know, I have swapped the shell on a Steam Deck, and that was pretty insane. I made a video of that. That was pretty terrible, actually. Thank you for liking the music. Yeah, I think it's an old tip. I can't afford all the fancy Hacko stuff. I mean, I do use the Hacko. Like, I use the Hacko stuff. So I guess, you know. Sorry, I guess I am fancy. But I think I beat the hell out of the thing. I mean, I use it. I run it all day long, and it doesn't quit, dude. The Hacko stuff, Hacko, however you say it. Hacko sounds better. It works so good. And I'm ashamed to admit I actually have the desolder, like, sucker gun too, but I didn't keep it clean, and now it's like jammed, and I need to like send it in for repair or something. I don't even know. So I just kind of stopped using it. I just started using solder wick because I like don't have time to do that kind of thing. But yeah, it needs to be serviced badly. Badly. I loved it though for the few months I had it working well. But yeah, you don't need a fancy thing. You don't need fancy stuff, really. Where do you get all your cases and parts from? You know, the shells I get from a supplier I work with, but all the other stuff I either get like straight from Funny Playing, like the screens, and then if it's like shells, I'll get those from Handheld Legend or a Retro Game Repair Shop. Steve Ortega, thanks for stopping in, dude. Do you fix stuff for viewers? Sometimes. I just made a video fixing someone's DSi, but I don't do it a lot, just because I just don't have the time to. The only time I really take a viewer's thing to repair is if it sounds interesting, like to me, or like I could make a video on it. And that's not me like being a dick or anything. Like, I wish I could fix everybody's stuff, but I just don't have the time to fix everything. Because I'm working on builds and making videos, guys. Making videos actually takes a ton of time. Like, making videos is way harder than doing the mods. Editing and like voiceovering. I mean, it takes like on a short video, I'll spend like 6 hours on one of them. Like shooting, scripting, editing, and then posting. You know, it takes forever. What is that little strip you have with the battery? These are I think his name's Mako. Those are his battery designs for the upgraded battery. So I could put a 900 milliamp battery in instead of the standard 600. So the standard is 600. The upgraded battery that I include on the upgraded listing on my site is 900, and they're brand new. So. You made a great video about it a year or two ago. Oh, what are we talking about? Okay. Can people still sell mods for good money? You know, somewhat. They don't sell like they used to. But, you know, things come and go and change. All right, there's Mewtwo. Turned out great, I think. I really like this build. All right, Nudie. He's crying like crazy over here. It's like having a toddler, man. I hope you do more long form stuff in the future. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, the long form stuff, you know, it doesn't get very many views because it's just not the right algorithm, but I like making them, so. I have one I'm editing tomorrow. Oh, I gotta put hinges in this. I'm editing tomorrow, so be on the lookout for a new one. What about a disk drive for a PS5? I need the board to put, yeah, you know, I tried to fix a PS5 disk drive once, but I didn't really. I opened it up and I tried to clean the laser. It wasn't reading games. And I was like, oh, I think this needs like a whole new drive. But I think the drives are like bound to specific models or something. I didn't want to dive into it more. So I just told him like, yeah, man, sorry, I can't fix it. All right, this is looking good. Do you use flux first? You don't always need flux. Some people say you always should use flux, but I only use it like for certain things. Like desoldering, I'll use flux, or like reflowing, I'll use flux, but like basic stuff like soldering a wire to something, you don't always need to use flux because there's a certain amount of flux usually in the solder itself. So you don't have to always like mess up everything with flux. The flux I like to use, people say the paste is the best, which I can't disagree. The paste works really well, but it's so messy, it pisses me off. So I usually use this. I've had this for years. And I hope it's not spilling all inside of here. This stuff is like a liquid, so it just squirts right on. Yeah, it's kind of messy, but you don't need as much of it. I like using that stuff. All right, let me read some chat, and we're about to be done here. I get you, dude. My clients pressure me a lot while I'm juggling the editing, the actual build, my school. Yeah, freshman high school? Oh, nice. That's sick. Freshman college. Either way, very cool. Have you seen the big boost in business since you started making vids? Yeah, definitely. Like, that's kind of the reason I stopped making, like, I wasn't able to make so many videos from, like, 2024 April all the way through the year. I got, like, a bunch of orders, like, an influx of orders. I didn't even have time to, like, make videos anymore. And that kind of bummed me out, but I was, like, you know, obviously happy to be building. But that's why I'm trying to really stay on top of the orders this year, because I want to be able to keep making videos and growing the channel. I just love making videos, guys. Like, I really like, my whole other business is like videography and filmmaking. So for weddings mostly was that business, but like just like using a camera in general, I just love cameras. So I love making videos, and that's why I've been trying to put out more stuff for you guys this year. We've been doing really good, actually. My like viewership's been up a lot, so very happy about that. Oh, nice. John, you collect? That's cool. I've been collecting a lot more this year, too. I got some really sweet stuff up on the wall here. I wish I could fix it or get it in the shot. I just grabbed this. I paid a bundle for this, but I've always wanted one. It's in really good shape. CIB, Pokemon Emerald, one of my favorite games of all time. I'm going to try to hold on to this. You know how stuff goes where you're like, oh, I want something else more, and I have that sitting around. It's like worth $800, but I was very stoked to have this finally up on the shelf. High school freshman and you're into modding. Let's go. Yeah, rosin core solder makes it easy. Yep. Started modding when I was 13. That's what's up, dude. Do you know anybody that like is also into that? Because you're so young to be into old consoles. I always wonder if kids are really into it at all. Yeah, I was gone for a little bit. It was just hard to make videos, you know, but my setup's so much better now. I'm really happy about the way that this shed turned out. Any reason my SP that I would turn on just fine, play sound, play games if the screen stays white? Yeah, your screen might be bad. Thoughts on the repro Pokemon games? The repros are cool. I think they're great, honestly. Pokemon games, some people just want to play the games, man. Flash carts are kind of confusing. I know they're not for anybody in my audience. Like, you guys know how to use a flash cart. You know how to drop a ROM onto a thing, onto an SD card to make it work. But for a lot of people, it's like they don't want to do all that. They want to put that's the beauty of the Game Boy. They want to put the game in the slot, play the game. So the repros are nice. They're not as great as having the real thing because obviously most of them don't have real-time clock. If you just want to play the game, you know, and remember playing it, I think the repros are great, cheap option rather than having to spend $200 on a Pokemon game. Exactly. Do you sell already pre-modded handhelds? Pretty much everything is built to order now. Like, everything's custom built per order. So why are the screens and shells so high now that on AliExpress is crazy? Probably to do with like the tariff stuff, but I think that'll settle down eventually, you know. Do you accept take-ins and mods as handhelds we send it? Yes, we do have a trade-in program. So if you send an email to the support email or to the inbox on the website, we can get you to the support email. And we do give credit, guys. We're always taking trades in for all kinds of games. Stuff like this. You can trade this kind of thing in, and we'll give you credit towards whatever. And there's going to be more updates on what we're doing with that soon, but it's kind of in like its soft launch right now. Some of the repros have saving issues after the E4. Yeah, some of them have issues with like analog pockets too. Like I know people, they'll always return them because they're like, hey, the game doesn't work. I'm like, what are you playing it on? They're like, analog pocket. I'm like, yeah, something weird with the pocket. I don't know. Very strange. I recently started collecting GameCube games and had to change the capacitors on my GameCube. Oh, that sucks. They usually last forever, man. That's crazy. Really enjoyed the stream. Go do the dishes, buddy. Help mom out. Thanks for stopping in, guy. I really appreciate you. Retro C mods. Pizza. I might send to my 2DS because I can't mod it, sadly. Yeah, you can always send it in and we'll give you credit towards something we have. We don't mod, like, you can't send your console into me for me to mod it because I just don't really do that. But you could always send it in and I'll give you like trading credit towards something else. What's going on, Joshua? Can't stay long. I appreciate you, buddy. We'll be live again tomorrow. We're going to do a members only stream. It's not for members, but it's for a build for the members. You know, we do the giveaway every month. So this shell is from one of my suppliers that I get all the shells from. Custom made. I love this one. It's been pretty popular. Easiest model to mod is... Oh, okay. Easiest model to mod, are you asking me? I modded my TDS with a new screen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the 2DSs aren't too bad. You know, they piss me off, though, because, like, the backs of the 2DSs, like, the shell is so weak. The screens crack so easy. I took apart my 2DS XL to fix the top screen myself. Just waiting for me to have enough time to do it. Yeah, dude, the 2DSs are rough. I've fixed a couple, and you know, I'm good on them. I don't need to do any more. What are the best GBC games? Pokemon, obviously. Yeah, I do GBC mods all the time. My Nudie's starving over here. What time is it? All right, I did tell you 7 o'clock. Thank you guys so much. I gotta go feed Noodle. He's starving. His dinner is supposed to be at 6, but we started a little late. But I'll be back. Any EV shells? I don't know if we have any EV shells. I need to check. I have like literally my entire top shelf. There's like 30 shells up there that I haven't put on the website yet because I haven't had time to build them. So yeah, there's that. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll do a build for the members, for one of the members to win. This is a plug, letting you guys know. $4.99. You guys can become a member. We only have 23 members. We spin a wheel. Somebody wins it. Very random. It's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for stopping in. I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably more so in the morning. Peace out, guys. Thank you all for stopping in, guys. It was a really good stream. I love you all. Peace out. Like the stream. Let's see if this, I just set this up. Let's see if it works.